Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Noah.
And this is NFGeeks. Alright, well, for this episode, this is a very special NFGeeks episode. We're going to be talking about My Little Pony.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic, yes. We're reaching new intellectual heights here at NFGeeks. But at least, I thought it was an interesting thing to talk about, Noah, because, this is something you've sort of gotten into. And I think there's some Myers-Briggs things to talk about that are sort of interesting. That I want to bring up. So this is, an interesting topic, actually. So the first thing I want to say, though, about it is normally I would let the comments fly. Anything that I talk about on NFGeeks that's from my own head or whatever, I let anybody post whatever they want to post in the comments, no matter how inane or filled with vitriol and, venom, whatever it is that they send. I don't delete them, and I don't usually ban people because it's my stuff and I can take some arrows and all that. But since this is your stuff and your thing and you're putting yourself out there for NFGeeks and for me, I'm going to change that policy a little bit around. And so for this video, all haters and hate and trolls will be, troll comments will be deleted and everyone will be banned. I mean, that's just the end of that. And this is NFGeeks.
No haters allowed.
No, that's right. And here's the thing: this is subjective. NFGeeks is subjective, so there's no standard measurement here. I just have to feel like you're trolling or feel like you're, you're hating, and that's it.
I'm getting that feeling
that
you don't like this.
Right. And if I do, blip, gone. Okay. So NFGeeks' official policy is we're going to be Brony sympathetic here. So if you hate My Little Pony, go to some other message board or something. Because I'm just going to delete you. All right, so saying that, the first thing we should do is talk about the personalities, I guess, of the 6 ponies.
The main 6.
The main 6.
You have to put that in the description. MANE 6.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I will make you do it.
All right, we'll see. But, okay, well, all right, you should be happy about this. I mean, look, I'm a 43-year-old man. I can name all 6. I shouldn't be able to name all 6 of these ponies.
It means you're a brony.
No,
too.
I'm not a brony. I'm just
yes,
sympathetic
you are.
to it. No, I'm sympathetic. I'm trying to get in your world, man. So,
yeah, but you dive into.
Hey, please! I watched real cartoons. I watched Star Blazers. Okay, Google that.
God.
Okay, please. Anime. I liked anime before it was cool. I did.
Boy.
Yes. Okay, that's what I watched. All right, so let's name them. Okay, first we got Twilight Sparkle. Okay, a word that I should never even have in a sentence. I shouldn't be able to create a sentence with that in it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you're an NF. I mean,
I know, you'd think that, but so as a 43-year-old man, I shouldn't even know that.
You're still an NF.
I suppose. Okay, so Twilight Sparkles, let's start with her. I think she's an INFP.
Okay.
All right, you first thought she was an NT, but I realized she's an INFP because she has all the INFP behaviors. First, she has this huge library of books and likes to read. All the INFPs are like that. Okay, they love books and they like to read.
See, that made me think a little more NT.
I realized that, but they don't have this love affair of books. Books are utility to the NT. I have these books because I need them. She has them because she loves them and she's all into them. And they're all about magic, which is very an INFP. She sort of has this way of blending in and being a chameleon with the other ponies and friends, and yet still has these awkward relationships at the same time she's having friends. That's INFP.
Yeah, right? There's this episode where it's like their Halloween, and
So what are they dressed up as, like strawberry shortcake?
No, they do
universe crossover.
No, they do things like witches and stuff. Anyway, and Twilight Sparkle does like this famous old magician who made a bunch of spells and books, and nobody gets it.
Okay, that's INFP. Only an INFP would do that and think that's okay. Yes, perfect. Okay, I didn't even know about that. So that makes it INFP.
You missed that episode we were watching the other day.
So she so again, she kind of gets involved with the friends, but has missteps. She freaks out about not getting things in on time and wanting things to be perfect. INFP, I felt a lot of INFP students, they're all
I showed him lesson 0, and
yes,
that's where that came
from. That's absolutely... In fact, when I saw that, I was like, oh no, this thing's an INFP. And her relationship... That's fine. This relationship with the pink one, Pinkie Pie, that's also very INFP, ENFP. Pinkie Pie and ENFP, we think. Is sort of nice, likes Twilight Sparkle, doesn't really pick up on the fact that Twilight Sparkle is annoyed by her. That's very INFP, ENFP. So I think she's an INFP.
Okay. Next
All right,
one.
we'll go to Pinkie Pie. I think she's an ENFP, and this bothers me.
Why does it bother
Because
you?
she seems totally nuts and flaky and banana-headed.
But that's you.
I don't think that's me. I'm a little more centered than that, Noah.
Okay,
But-
yes, but that's still part of you.
Well, I have to admit, a lot of young women on YouTube who talk about themselves being ENFP seem just as flighty as Pinkie Pie in the same way. Sort of this non-linear,
But that's
happy...
not necessarily a bad thing.
No, and that means that, like, I could see that Pinkie Pie would be an ENFP. But, God, I hope I don't sound like Pinkie Pie when I'm lecturing. You know? But...
I mean,
So-
have you watched these videos?
Yeah, very funny. You know, I'm not the one wearing the Brony shirt, man. That's okay. All right, so let's move on. So we got Pinkie Pie. Who else we got? Okay, let's go to Rainbow Dash. I'm pretty sure Rainbow Dash is an ESTP. Okay, and it's funny,
Okay.
ESTP keeps coming into my life, even though I have all these difficulties with ESTP. But I mean it in a good way because, you know, she's into speed, excitement, trying to be the best, competition, anything to win. You know what I mean? That's very ESTP to me, it seems. Right? Does that seem right to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Any
She's
thoughts?
definitely E.
Yeah.
And an
Definitely
SP.
SP, yeah. And she
Double
doesn't
thing.
seem emotional. So, you know, she seems cool in the zone. Seems ESTP.
Mhm.
So, that's 3. Who's next? Okay, next we have Applejack. Applejack seems very SJ, probably ESTJ. Right? Do you agree?
ESTJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, she's not introverted. Her brother is, though.
Yeah. She's not an F either.
No, I don't see very F.
Yeah. So I think that's the. So I think she's an ESTJ. Rarity, I think, is an ESFJ. And again, I shouldn't know these names, but I think she's
It's
an
not
ESFJ.
bad that you
No,
know.
I know it's fine. I don't mind. You know, it's a way of connecting here. So it's. I think Rarity's an ESFJ. ESFJs really know how to accessorize. I can see the fashion thing. They're the best dressed SJs.
Over dramatic.
Yes, over dramatic too. So that's perfect. And I think Fluttershy, right? That's the name.
Yeah,
That's the
Fluttershy.
last one, right?
Yeah.
I think she's an ISFP. I don't think
Okay.
she's an NF.
Yeah, she seems to tip into the NF.
Well, she has a heart, but I don't know if she has deep intuition.
You know, the really big, huge heart.
Well, no, you could have a huge heart if you're an F, but I don't think she has that deep sort of. She doesn't seem deep to me. She
You
doesn't
know,
have
she's
depth.
not writing poems under rainbows.
Well, it's more than that. Abstract metaphysical poems under rainbows. Well, she's not. So she seems more like she's just caring, and that seems very SF for me. Just sort of caring and being sympathetic to what she's experiencing directly, concretely. So I would say she's an ISFP. That's my first guess.
Okay.
All right. Any thoughts?
What makes you think she's SP?
She doesn't seem to be terribly judgmental. I don't see her
Yeah, I
being
can see the
judgment.
P.
Right. So
Where's the S? Like, I don't know. She doesn't. Does she seem S?
she doesn't seem N. It's not so much she seems S. She doesn't seem intuitive to me. You'll have to give the Bronies will have to give evidence of her intuitive nature. So
Okay.
yeah. All right. So that was just to give the background. So I want to talk about more of this fandom of Bronies. This is kind of interesting. So first of all, how did you enter this world? Because I sort of knew about it from the hipsters. You know, they were sort of in. It was in the air, and it was on memes, and they were talking about it in school. And so I kind of had this, I had this vague thing about it. Then all of a sudden, you were into it, and so how did that happen?
My friend Carly at school had told me.
Carly, I should have known. How did that happen?
Okay, we were in math, I think, the only class I had with her, and she just started talking to me about it, and that she was kind of started to get into it, or she had gotten into it, and I was like, okay. But then when I got home one day, I was just like, well, if she mentioned that, maybe I should watch it, and I put on the first episode 1 of season 1, and I'm sitting there, and I watched the opening theme, and I'm sitting there going, this seems really gay and is really girly. But then I started watching it, and I'm like, wow, that wasn't as girly as I thought. And I keep watching it, and watching it, and watching it, and watching it, and...
You got an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about the Bronies themselves then. What can you see any particular personality type being dominant in the Bronies, or do you find that it's sporadic? There's no one type or a temperament. I know you might not know their Myers-Briggs things, but what's your sense of it? Do you sense that it runs across the spectrum?
It seems to go across the spectrum, Though I do think a feeling of NF is definitely over all of us.
Well, certainly. I mean, that's at least the other thing. This whole Equestria place seems like a supernova of NF. Like again, I wouldn't be surprised if like
A
Crystal
sonic
Sky,
rainboom of NF.
Right, exactly. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Crystal Sky Castle floated over it, and then there was a pony doing NF. I don't know, NF ponies, and the pony looks like me, and there's a video. Like I like
See, that would be funny.
right. You know, like I'm
that
surprised
would be
like
funny.
there's not some like it seems that NF, and so I can see why other NFs would like it, but why do you guys like it? Those of you who are not NFs, I guess that's just
okay.
You.
SJs again. I feel like they like the longing of being with this group. That any SJs that have gotten into it like being with this group
And being part of the group.
and being part of it.
Okay, well that does make sense to me.
I'm not.
So it's not so much even this place as much, the NF place as much as it is being a part of the community.
Right.
Okay.
It's more being part of the fandom. We do like the show.
Yeah, obviously.
There's some people who just like the show.
What do you mean?
Well, there have been people who just watch it for the plot or just like the show.
You watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic for the plot?
I
the
thought
plot.
I thought the same
Yes,
thing.
because it's as complex as King Lear. Right,
I thought the same thing.
Right. Twilight Sparkle as Cordelia.
Yeah, I've heard that go around someplace. Not all of the bronies, but just like go around someplace that I only just watched it for the plot or something stupid like that.
That's crazy. All right, but you don't find any particular type amongst the bronies.
No.
All right, now how about the haters? Do you find that there's any particular types that seem to be reflected in the people who hate it? Because boy, I've encountered haters too. I mean, I've seen the hate. So, what? Do you see anything in there, like any particular temperament or type?
Okay, well, the haters that seem to always go, "Oh, you watching that is gay," or "It's for 5-year-old. This show is for 5-year-old girls. That makes all of you guys weird." Those guys see more SPs and possibly SJs following SPs.
Okay.
And the trolls, anybody who trolls the bronies,
Or anybody else.
really seems to be NT.
Yeah.
Like usual, because, like, for a lot of fandoms, there are a lot of the same thing. Like, there are a bunch of people who are just saying something that's gay, or, like, attaching some of the fans' sexuality or something. And then other people are just completely trolling it.
Well, I can see the NTs being trolls, because it seems that NTs are sort of self-loathing bronies. In the closet self-loathing bronies.
Yeah, because from the trolls I've bumped into, what they've used against me can only be known by another brony. Like, seriously, like, I'll mention this. I was just screwing around on the internet, surfing the web, and I bumped into a hater, or troll, whatever, and he starts talking to me, and he just starts hating on me, and I go, "Okay, dude, I bet you haven't even watched the show." And he counters that by saying the lyrics to one of the songs in the show. Now, it's not the main theme. It's not the Smile song. It's not Winter Wrap-Up. It's Giggle at the Ghosties. Like, it's kind of like an obscure reference, okay? Like, because honestly, I mean, I realize it's a song, but really, I don't,
Sure.
like, that's kind of an obscure...
Right, so, obviously, and I have to say this, all the NTs that I know, that at the school that I teach at, they are all in the closet. I don't think they troll other bronies, but nobody, I mean, I'm the only one who knows because they told me in confidence that they're bronies. So, I mean, I don't even know, no one knows. They don't wear the shirt.
Guy.
Yeah, so they come out to me. So, but no one knows. They're all in the closet, these NTs. They're all NTs that are in this closet.
I'm presuming.
Well, the ones that I know personally are NTs, so I know they're NTs. Now, when you were mentioning those songs, you pretty much could have said anything, and I would have bought that it was a song. He knows the lyrics to Gloppity Goo Goo. Oh, okay. He knows the lyrics to Gloppity Goo Goo. I couldn't even...
What, I can't name the song?
No, of course you can't. But I would not have... I couldn't have named any of those songs. It wouldn't even occur to me that they were songs, so I was just laughing.
They're fantastic.
I know. Maybe, So, all right, so... is there anything else you think that's relevant about all this? Oh, yes. I just remembered now. Okay. For those of you who are bronies, I want you to take the Myers-Briggs, or at least the Human Metrics. Go to humanmetrics.com and take the Young Typology test. And if you can, figure out what your Myers-Briggs personality type is, and if you'd like, post it here at NFGeeks on this video so we can kind of get a survey of the bronies. I would like to get a survey and see if the brony population is heterogeneous or homogeneous, and that means that are they all alike? Are they all SJs, or does it run across the temperament? They could be. I don't know. Like, this would be an interesting experiment. So all the bronies, do the human metrics thing and post. And let us know what you are, and we'll take a look at that.
That means there's going to be a part 2.
Yeah, eventually there will be. Yeah. All right, Noah, you have the last word. Anything you want to say?
No.
No?
No.
All right, that's great. All right, good. I guess. Couldn't have went into football.